Hey Slayers, and welcome to a video I have been wanting to make for a long time. Will Sega ever make a Dreamcast 2? Now you all know, I will buy anything Sega puts out. All they have to do is show me it and I'll pay for it. Like, I don't care. Take my money. So, for all you who know, Sega's last console was the Sega Dreamcast, the thing you're seeing on screen. Well, pretty much since the days after that console came out, everyone has been expecting this Dreamcast 2, which you will also see on screen, which doesn't actually exist, but people have made it up to expect because they really think it's coming. Do I believe the Dreamcast 2 will ever come? Well, let's think about this for a minute. The Dreamcast 2 is not something I want to come. No, I want Sega to make a new console, but why would they make a sequel to the Dreamcast? As you know, I will show you every Sega console on screen now. As you can see them all, you know all the Sega consoles. They should be appearing one by one even while I'm talking, but you know every Sega console in order that they came out. Now listen, I want a new Sega console. Do I think it will happen in 2021? Highly unlikely. I mean, there's a chance. There's one thing us Sega fans have that no other fan base will ever have and can never take from us is hope. We always had hope. Since day one of the Dreamcast discontinuation, there was hope that Sega would come back to the console market. I, for one, hope it does happen, but for Sega to come back with a new console, they're gonna have to pull out some big stops. And by big stops, I mean, first off, they're gonna have to capitalize on nostalgia. But here's the problem: when you capitalize on nostalgia, you can't over capitalize on nostalgia. What do I mean by that? I mean, you can have nostalgia. It's a big thing you want to have, but you can't just fill the screen with, oh, hey, the only selling point of this console is nostalgia. That's all we have in the book. We don't have anything else. You should buy this console because you grew up with the Sega Genesis, you grew up with a Master System, or whatever you grew up with. No, it doesn't work like that. There should be nostalgia, but it should have a purpose. It shouldn't just be full only nostalgia. Second off, Sega's gonna have to bring back some of its most established franchises, like Golden Axe, Super Hang-On, things like that need to come back. If any Sega console is gonna be successful, it's gonna have to come back. Another thing Sega is gonna have to do, they're going to have to make their games exclusive to the console. Here's why. If the Sonic fans and the true Sega fans are going to come over, they need a reason to come over. If Sonic games are made exclusive to Sega consoles, YouTubers and Sonic fans are going to flock to the console. Things have to be perfectly done with this console because Sega can't just rush out a console. Like, I heard, there's other types of consoles saying they're coming for Sega, like the unsuccessful Spartan, there's the Razor, which I actually am more likely invested into the Razor. Do I think Sega will accept it? Probably not. I'm hoping they do, but do I think there will be a Sega console in anytime soon? While it's plausible, which here's what I'm saying. Here's why I think it's plausible though, because Sega has been kind of killing it with the minis lately, unless we ignore the Game Gear minis. Totally a ripoff, by the way. But Sega's kind of been killing it with the minis, and I could see them doing it. They're releasing a whole bunch of new minis. Their console, they're manufacturing these in-house, so they have the resources to make a console. Just, they have to make sure everything is played out right. They have to capture. Now, here's the thing: people will always say, no, Sega doesn't need to come back because we have the big three. Well, in Japan, technically, they only have two, and Sega has a chance in Japan. So, I don't know if you know this, but Sega has a big market share in Japan. Like, Sega are big in Japan. They're not a small company in Japan by any means, and the Microsoft doesn't really have a chance over there. It's really just Sony. Japan is really just Sony and Nintendo land when it comes to consoles. So Japan would be a huge marketplace, and Sega would clearly have a chance. If you remember, people thought it was going to be the Sega Xbox because, well, Xboxes don't sell in Japan, and Sega has a huge, and I mean huge, you guys actually underestimate how huge Sega are in Japan. And I could see them totally branching out into Japan and making a console. I can see it totally happening. It's all about the American perception though. And they're gonna have to pull out all their stops. So they're gonna have to bring their series back. There's gonna have to be a huge marketing budget. There's going to have to be huge strides made. Like, we're gonna have to make sure we have Sonic exclusive to the new console only. And Sega's just gonna have to, because that's another problem that Sega consoles have always had. Even when they were here, games like Sonic and all them, games like Sonic were exclusive, but they would have other games like Outrun on the PC engine instead of only the Genesis. And that was a problem Sega always faced to me, and they're gonna have to eliminate that. There's gonna have to be zero like any other chances that Sonic or anything else will appear on any other consoles past that point. The console's gonna have to look nice. It's gonna have to be up to date with whatever generation we're on at the time. It's going to have to really just appeal to a certain market. Like, it's gonna appeal to Sega fans no matter what, but it has to just continue appealing and appealing and appealing because it has to look nice. I'm sorry for the little cut in audio there, but you understand what I'm saying. The console has to look nice. It has to be up with modern standards, especially, I think the Xbox Series X looks great. The PlayStation 5, not so much. It doesn't look so cool to me, but I think it looks great. And it has to look nice because it has to appeal to a different generation. It's not 2001 anymore. It's 2020 or whenever this console would come out, 2030 or whatever. But anytime Sega announces something, I see these rumors about, oh, it's the Dreamcast 2. This is the new console. This is the new console. And while I never buy into it, I do secretly hope it will happen. Like I said, I don't think it will happen in this generation, or maybe probably not even the next one. But I do have hope, and there are signs that it could happen. Sega's been trying to bring back some of its series. Monkey Ball. There's a rumored Monkey Ball 3. I hope that's true. There's rumors, and then there's just hope, and then that's what us Sega fans have. And I'm still hoping they will make a new console. Will they? I don't know. I hope they will. But it has to appeal, because even though I would buy it, I'd probably buy two. Even though I would buy the console, that doesn't mean other people will buy it. The actual Sega/Sonic fan base and YouTubers and things like that, they're a different story. Now, but it's all about the consumer base, the people who will actually buy it. They have to price it right. They have to price the console right for it to be competitive, especially here in North America, because if the rumors are true that the Xbox Series X is like the Xbox Series S is like $200, that's a super competitive, like, that's a killer. But that's just super cheap. But Sega would have to price it like competitively. What price would I see it at? Maybe $199, $299 would be a good start, especially since you're not really trusted right now. You know what I'm saying? Sega, sure, it doesn't have the trust it had back in the day. It kind of lost that after the whole 32X incident. But I mean, like I said, we can all keep on hoping. The rumors will keep coming out, and people will keep on speculating to the ends of time. Will the Dreamcast 2 happen? Is it going to happen? 2020 will be the Dreamcast 2's year. The 2021 will be the Dreamcast 2's year. There's always these little projects, Spartan, Razor, all of them, that never end up going nowhere. Spartan, I think, was just a straight up hoax, because they just haven't given any information in a while. Razer is somewhat, Alethea Games is the people making the Sega Razer. They're somewhat active on Twitter, but even then, I don't really buy the whole. I buy it. I want to believe it. And I haven't seen, but they showed at least footage of the console and all that. And they say they have big things in this year. Somebody said they're in contact with Sega. I don't know. I hope they are. Will Sega accept it though? I don't know. They've been killing it with the minis. I would sure hope they accept it. But tell me, like I said, to recap, what I want to see for a new Sega console, I want to see series brought back. I want like Golden Axe. I want to see things like that brought back. I want to see all types of new series brought back. I want to see a whole retro market, like a Nintendo has with their Virtual Console. We need something like that, because the Sega catalog is vast, and it has a vast array of series they can bring back. It's gonna have to have like big hitters at the start for it to actually be successful. But this was just my thoughts and hopes for a new Sega console. I hope it comes. Be sure to let me know down in the comments what your hopes for a new Sega console is, because mine are pretty valid. A competitive price point, good advertising and marketing, exclusivity to a lot of its series. It's gonna have to have something like Sonic Adventure 3. I want the series brought back. I want things like this. This is not a speculation video. This is just what I want to see for a new Sega console. But that's gonna. Oh yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, share, things like that. Get this video out there because this is a touchy subject. Will Sega ever make a new console? But in short, if you want to know the answer to that question, I do think they will make a new console. I do hope at least they will. It's plausible, but not practical. But I hope it does happen. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for me this time. And until next time, see you, Slayers.